All right, let me get through this real quick so I can eat. Week 16, Monday Night Football. Chicago Bears 10 and 4 coming to Carolina to face the undefeated Panthers. 8:30 p.m. at Bank of America Stadium. They are really good on defense, mid on offense, but eighth in scoring. Top players are middle linebacker Jay something Gibbons, Johnson, Campbell, blah blah blah. They're the third seed in the NFC. Pretty sure if we win this game, we clinch the one seed. Um, Scoring's out, JC Horn's out, personal time. Manning's not going to be leaving. I went ahead and went back to our normal weekly strategy of defending the short pass, throwing it medium. I just can't stand all those drop balls, man. That was just kind of horrific. If Arch just gets like 6,000 fucking yards, I don't care. Whatever. Hey, man, it's been a great year. Let's take a look at the Bears coaching staff. Ben Johnson's still there. Multiple zone run, base 4-3. This is going to be the first time that we see, what is his name? Freddie Mendoza? Watch, he's injured. Um, yeah, people still out. Let's go Bears. There they are. DJ Moore, out. Justice Haynes looks to be like a really good, promising young starting running back for them, and another running back out. All right, so no DJ Moore. Would have liked to have seen him. Totally forgot he was even there. Hasn't been on my radar, man. Fernando Mendoza, who they took after basically having no more patience for Caleb Williams at the time. They picked him up the same year we picked up Arch Manning. I was considering him. I did have him in for a visit. I felt he looked good. But Arch, I mean, dude, so in hindsight, like this is someone I would like to kind of like, had he progressed, I'd be more on board with signing Mendoza to a long-term deal. You know, just like a lesser-known guy. I was excited to get my Manning, but you know what? It's a business decision. All right, so they have Broderick, Gilman. Who cares about fullback? Roma Dunze, second year wide receiver. Bennett Jr. Nothing really great here except for a Dunze, I guess. Tight end Cole Kmet. Tommy Tremble hanging around the league still. Ozzy Trapillo looks to have been worked out for them. Um, that's a big fucking tackle right there. 6'8". All right. Cade Mays starting for the Bears at center. They have a pretty good offensive line. 85 overall, 70. So that's the weak spot right there. Rookie left guard out of Miami. Seosuo Alofaituli is how I'm gonna say it's pronounced. Cade Mays, okay. Let's see how this goes. 4-3. Jeremiah Alexander, fourth year. Joey Bosa still hanging around. That guy doesn't look like he needs to be fucked with today. And he's a 90 overall. God damn. Jack Campbell. Was really tempted to kind of sign him. Jack Gibbons out of Minnesota. So they have some good linebackers. Corners. This is a rookie right here. Good free safety. Good strong safety. Veteran strong safety. Buda Baker. Mullet Man. Alright, I think that covers it. Oh, by the way, weekly awards last week. I don't even remember his first name. I'm going to say Jason Dowell. 4 sacks. as a rookie. I fixed. You know what? We're gonna take a look at this live on stream, untethered access to the Panthers depth chart here. Okay, it's fixed. Better not see that thing fucking change either. All right, fix the cornerback. You know, our rookie's now a starter alongside Jahdae Barron. Prysock took a step down. This is the fourth. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so this would be. Ugh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and fifth is the 15. Okay, so we're going to do the third option. All right, when it comes to the receivers and corners. So I think that means Jimmy Horn Jr. starts. All right. Well, start. You know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, that's all right. Sometimes I don't either. You know what? I'm going to go all black. And we're going back. Yeah, dude, we're going back. It's just that whole dropped balls. That was just, I don't know what the hell was going on there. Plus, this is the 3 seed in the NFC. Ain't no time to fuck around here.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and we've got the Panthers' sure-handed wide receiver. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Panthers and the Bears on
It's
Monday
the
Night
National
Prime
Football
Time.
League, presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is the kind of quarterback showdown I like to see. Both in their 3rd year. Rookies coming out at the same time. Both at the top of their game. I like it. I like it. All right, like I said, I made that move. Dakota Fields is now starting alongside Barron. And we're doing it, Ricks. You're getting your shot, buddy. He, who never even was in the rotation because J.C. Horn was playing, now he's getting a shot, bro. 2nd-year guy. Des Ricks. Such a good name, man. My fear is that one of these days I'm going to hit that as fast and I'm going to miss a lot of action. Game on.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
That's complete. Rome Odunze. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 61 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Kennard Snyder's in.
Right out the window, because this is
Number
what you prepare
6.
for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test.
Ricks, you had a shot, buddy.
The #1 overall offense in the league.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mendoza.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses who have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Manning going to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, see, I'm not going to want to see this happen again. I will bench some
Now
of
the first carry here for their running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
To throw, it's Manning. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bears take over.
The visitors' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears' offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On second down, they'll run it here. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
You look at this Carolina defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. And if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Manning now to throw.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Manning.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The numbers for Sanders last week: 7 catches, 59 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Down right around the 25.
Elijah Molden up to make the stop. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Beautiful.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Mendoza.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Back to throw. Mendoza eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Mendoza
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now Manning. Looking middle, and that's complete.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action.
Now Manning.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Manning.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Manning to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Manning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime?
Oh, damn.
Wow.
That was
Out of
fucking
bounds at the
beautiful.
1-yard line.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points.
Yeah, if you're into the
Is
points
that like
per drive
no,
ratio,
it's not the 1-inch line.
that
Okay.
answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Off play action. Mendoza. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Mendoza. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns.
Throwing now is Manning. The Sanders has got it complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Manning. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Manning.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Manning to throw once more. He's got it to Williams. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Did Taylor get injured?
Back to throw. Manning. That's over the middle to his tight end Sanders. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up.
Huh. I did not know that. Okay. I must not have been paying enough attention.
We can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go on fourth down.
Horrible.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And here's Mendoza throwing to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's
Could
complete.
Mendoza be the best quarterback the Bears have ever had?
Second and 2. 2 yards to go.
I mean, he hasn't won anything big, but when was the last time the Chicago Bears,
This one right up the gut. He is taken down at the 20.
like in their last series, backed up at the 1 yard line?
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
And first 2 calls were passes.
Because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Just saying.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Manning. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
What the fuck is this? 4th and 2 on your side of the field.
Manning. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across
What?
midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a little over 1 minute left, and they have 3 times. What the fuck? Some weird, funky shit.
Again, it's Manning. And that is
It's a
incomplete.
1-point game.
He couldn't
Like,
hold
what
on
the
through the
fuck?
contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Manning. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bears offense and Rome Odunze set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Off the play fake. Mendoza. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman
Oh,
and our EA
Merry
Sports
Christmas.
Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on
Close
what's
game.
going on around the NFL. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jaden Daniels sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. T. Higgins, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Oh shit, let me check. So
Finally, let's get to Indianapolis.
okay,
to
Saints
check on the
lost.
Colts
What about the
at home
Vikings?
at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the
They
visiting
lost,
Raiders.
okay.
Jonathan Taylor, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Manning. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Manning going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Manning now to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Manning. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Manning. And that will be incomplete as well. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Bears offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Okay, we got ourselves a defensive battle here.
Gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake. Manning. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 16-yard line.
Here's Manning to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
And
they'll run with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bears' 8-yard line.
To throw is Manning. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of
2.
contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Mendoza. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw is Mendoza. Off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mendoza now. Off the play fake. And that one too wide and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Off play action. Mendoza looking deep for Bennett. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, come on.
And he's got room. And just shutting him off there. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's fourth and goal, and that's a loss of 6. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Only people we have sitting are on
team's
defense.
Offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And
J.C. Horn isn't playing bad at all.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We haven't given up sacks.
Throwing is Manning.
It's just
dropped
some balls.
It's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, second and 4.
Now Manning.
Got a man, that's Liggett. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Looking to throw. Manning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Mendoza.
Oh,
Looking left side,
man.
he's got a man. That's Bennett.
All right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's fucked up.
A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So
That's
minutes
fucked
after
up,
giving up
Ricks.
the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Yep. Your ass stumbled, bro. I was looking to see where we could improve. I ain't bringing fucking... I just can't bring in fucking Horn in, man. Motherfucker's gonna come in and get a fucking pick. That's just not doable for me. Well, not having Rick's play some more, but do I put Horn in? Nah, we gotta struggle through this shit. If we lose, we lose.
Down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Shotgun now for Manning. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Manning again. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they
What are you guys going to do, man?
First pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
There you go, Junior.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off play action. Mendoza. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
There's the rookie again.
And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
The Panthers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That one completes illegal.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
There we go.
The pylon caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are once again back in front.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback.
And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Mendoza.
Oh, that's
Oh,
gonna be a
damn.
costly one. It's intercepted.
Ransom with the splash play.
There he goes left side.
Not very often,
And he will bring this one
but it just
back.
happened,
It's
baby.
a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now the Bears down by 11. A minute 53 remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here. Starting with 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Damn, that was a cool little
Let's
clip.
face it, this defense has had its share of
I
struggles
want to see
all
that up
game
close.
long, and they know
I
that
don't think I've seen those kind of animations. I mean, did that come out of as I thought it did? Like a little underhand? Yeah. Okay. I just don't see a lot of those.
if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Carolina,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Damn.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Our running game sucked this time. Pretty good game. Pretty good back and forth. I never really lost faith, though. But, you know, got a little hairy. Catches, not bad, buddy. Did we not give up 1 sack? That's awesome, bro. That's the kind of shit I want to see. But how many sacks did we get? Okay. Not bad. He's just too fast, man. Big and fast. Too easy, bro. Too fucking easy. What was it? Oh, that was that bomb. Okay, that's what that was. Yep. Come on, Powers. It's a fucking running back, man. He played you. Alright, does that clinch the fucking 1 seed? I think it does. Yep. So we got the 1 seed. I was looking at the Vikings and everyone looking at the Saints. I don't know why I care. I'm just fucking something to get excited about, I guess. Still have the first pick. You know, it could still turn around. There's what, 2 games left? Yep. I mean, Vikings could win 2 in a row. Saints could win 2 in a row. Vikings could lose. Saints could lose out. Other teams could win. I don't know, man. It's just I don't need them. I don't need them, but they're fun to have. It's fun, but it's not so much fun when you don't need anything and they're there. What else? What else? What's going on here? All right, Giants have okay. Lawrence, he's a beast. Anytime you get a 90 plus overall at defensive tackle and they're strong, God, that sucks. You literally almost cannot run. It's a beautiful sight right there. I feel like there's other shit I'd want to look into. First in passing, ninth and eighth in running. Uh, eighth in stopping the pass, first in stopping the run. I mean, damn, bro. We're like the juggernaut. Clinch the 1 seed. Who is top 5 here? Seriously wonder if one of these tackles is like a superstar. Hmm. All right, that's bedtime. Next up is going to New York to face the Giants. They got that, what is he, second year quarterback now? Who are the rookie QBs this year? Who? I think it's the Browns. How's the playoff picture looking? Browns with the 1 seed. Again, damn, okay. Cardinals with a second year Sam Levitt quarterback leading them with the 2 seed. Colts are up there. Of course, the fucking Chiefs again. Bills, Chargers. I'd like to see the Chargers there. Stroud and Purdy. Okay, I'm done. Till next time.